Oh, we don't even have any music, do we?
No.
We're losers.
Yes, we are losers because we don't have an intro music song thing. But this is Blue Wall Confessions. Jeremy Kitts with Deacon here. What's up, Blue Wallers and Blue Ballers?
That's my sister was looking up today. I told her to check out the program.
Oh, yeah?
And she was like, I put it in there, Blue Ball Confessions, and I'm not finding it. I was like, oh,
hey, well,
that
we
is
could
not
change
it.
We could change it. With that being said, speaking of balls, this is an 18 and older program.
Absolutely.
We are adults here, and so this is no minors should be watching this because there could be some vulgar
Strong
language. Probably won't be nudity or anything like that, but there will be some language because we're adults. And so you parents keep an eye on your kids if they're watching blue wall balls. You probably shouldn't let them. And if you get pissed because you caught them watching it, it's not our fault. Sorry. Take care of it. Blue balling.
Hopefully not.
Man. Oh, yeah. So we got to also shout out the Cystic Fibrosis Walk. Strides for Stacy. Jamie Jackson. She's a good friend of mine. Her cousin Stacy died in 2008 of cystic fibrosis, and they're raising money. She spends like 3 or 4 months a year raising money for it. And did you know cystic fibrosis is it something of the lungs, like fluid in the lungs?
Fluid in the lungs, yeah. Apparently it is.
Is it something
I'm
like
getting
that?
a head nod that yes, it is.
Okay, well that's what Boyer was saying when he was on here, Jeff Boyer.
We could.
It's an infect.
So
Right.
basically, they drown themselves,
Something
something like that.
slowly.
Man, that is horrible. That's
Well,
a bad
I know.
idea.
I was saying I have asthma, and I couldn't imagine it being any worse than what I feel. Like not being able to breathe.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Everyone
it would be.
should go down and check that out for sure.
Well, yes, and they say it's like the young person's disease or the kid's disease or
Get it
something
early
like
in
that.
life?
Well, they don't live very long.
Oh shit.
They
Even
die
worse.
young, yeah. But anyways, they have on April 20th in Circleville at Gibby's on Main Street, 121 West Main. They're having stand up to cystic fibrosis. Stand up comedians Michael Moore and Ace Allen. That's at Gibby's, 121 West Main. The doors open at 6 and it starts at 7. And
I'm sure those guys got something on YouTube if you wanted to check them out.
Yeah,
You know what I
those
mean?
guys.
Just to see if you're gonna like them or not. I'm sure of it.
Right. Every time I say that, I want to say fights start at 7 because I'm so used to saying
Fights,
it opens at this time, fights start at that time, and I have to bite my tongue every time. Oh, which I did today, bit the hell out of my tongue, when on the side, and it bled for like 30 minutes probably,
that.
and now I'll probably be biting it for a few days to come
Because it's
because
swollen?
oh god, I hate that's the worst.
I've bit through
So
my tongue
painful.
before. It's horrible.
I got a good chunk of it today. Also on April 20th, here's our plan. What you could do, you could go to the Earth Gathering in the Octangie Park in Chillicothe, Ohio, and hang out with, I guess it's like Earth Day or something around then. It's about Earth Day type of stuff. Recycling, conservation, some cool bands and vendors and stuff hanging out there at the Earth Gathering on 420 at the park. And then after that, you can head up to Gibby's in Circleville and check out the comedians and laugh your ass off. That would be a good combo, really. That's a good day.
That is a good day. I wonder who is down in the park during this Earth Day because I just get a big picture in my head of hippies down there. Not that there's anything wrong with hippies.
I kind of feel like that too, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna have bands and stuff. And
I know. Are
I'm
they
gonna
gonna
go
have
check
like
it out.
drum circles?
That's a good possibility. I don't know. I can see it. I can see all that. Can't you?
I can see it. It's clear as
Like,
day in my head.
sitting
Sitting
around,
around giving back massages.
And I'm picturing long gray-haired dudes with big gray beards, almost white. A lot of those kind of guys hanging out with some
awesome.
sunglasses on and a fishing-looking hat, playing a drum like a little. It wouldn't be a bongo.
I
It's
don't know
like
what it
American or
means.
something.
I
But,
don't know. Maybe it is a bongo and they just call it something else.
I don't know. But then almost a month later, as at the same park, Yoctangi Park in Chillicothe, is the Cystic Fibrosis Walk, and that's your last chance to donate and help out with the cystic fibrosis. I think you go and you sign up and you do a walk and you get a T-shirt and all that kind of stuff. And that's it. It's from on May 19th, 1 to 4 p.m.
Speaking of parks, did you guys hear about the dogs? I told you about this earlier. Yesterday I told you about this. The dogs attacking the lady out at Great Seal Park.
Yes.
3 dogs. Did you hear about this? I guess this lady was hiking up at Great Seal. She came across 3 dogs eating a carcass of some kind. And she approached them, and they came up and charged her, and she tried to run, and she got backed up to a tree, and she was like poking at them with a stick, but they were coming in at different times, and she got bit up pretty good. Went to the hospital. They treated her wounds, but the sheriff came up. She had her cell phone, and she called her husband, who called the sheriff, and the sheriff went up and shot one of the dogs because it charged him. Like when they got there, like 2 of them ran off.
Wow.
And then I guess the sheriff just shot one of them because he charged at him and was going to bite him too.
What kind of dogs were they?
The one that he shot was a boxer. I didn't catch what the other 2 were.
I was going to say, if they were going to say pit bulls, I would be so pissed. I'm surprised they didn't call the boxer a pit bull. It was wild pit bulls. Everybody always makes assumptions on them.
Well, I mean, in one hand, they are bred for fighting, but, on the other hand, if you treat them right, and of course, there's always going to be crazy dogs,
Yeah, but they're bred for fighting for their body structure, not maybe temperament, but they are like,
they're not the most temperamental dogs. I've seen worse dog like what are they? Shiatsus, the big fluffy dogs. Nikitas or something maybe.
Yeah, Akita.
Akita. Yeah, there we go. I think they're pretty.
Looks almost like a husky-ish kind of dog. Yeah. Akitas. But I mean, pit bulls are really, really good family dogs, really.
Yeah, man, I've heard that.
I've had a few, and they've all been really good.
I assume they all got different personalities.
It is, and it does matter how you raise them, and that's what. I've seen this quote before where they say like guns don't kill people, people kill people. Well, dogs, or something like that. Like dogs don't kill people, people kill people, or something. Well, in a sense, kind of like the way they're raised, the way the owner's handling something that could be dangerous.
But you also got to remember, they are animals. They don't have rational thought like we do. They speak. Right. They go by emotion more. You know what I mean? So if they're upset or they want to protect their food or anything like that, if they're bigger than you, they might, or if they're huge, they might just snap out and bite you.
Right. I would always make sure that when my dogs would eat, I would always, when I'm raising, I'd put my hand in their dish, and have always let them know that if you go by that they're not going to bite you, because I learned my lesson that way with the dog. Like I went to a dog was eating and the water dish was right beside it, and I went to grab the water dish and it like snapped at my hand like. Thinking I was trying to get its food.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, I got to make sure, I'm going to be on this shit. That way, if a kid or anybody's around, they don't come around and, trying to play with the dog while it's eating.
Yeah. I've seen people take a different turn on training dogs. Like, some people would just like beat the shit out of a dog if he ever growled at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just let him know, like straight from the beginning, like don't.
I think that makes it worse.
Maybe.
You can be stern, I think, but like a smack on the ass. But you don't want to hit him in the head or anything. You're going to give him brain damage, and that's going to make him crazier.
Yeah, it's just like raising kids, I guess. Apparently, except for you got to take a little bit more care of a kid. You're not feeding a kid dog food and letting it stay at home by itself all day by itself. Like, whatever, fuck you.
Why not? Those people over on Pleasant Valley did that. Did you hear about that a couple weeks ago?
I did not hear about that. I don't like it when people are mean.
A toddler, apparently it was at the age it was wearing a diaper that was dirty apparently, because they decided to leave the toddler at home and go to the movies and left it at home. When we went to
A 2-year-old at home?
Oh, I mean, a kid in diapers. I don't
Yeah.
know. They said toddler. I never got an age.
So
But
like at least 4
and
at
then
the most.
okay, and then the toddler is found in the road.
Oh shit.
It was out in the road. I don't know if the neighbors or somebody found it, but
Was
yeah.
there like an older sibling supposed to watch the toddler, or was it?
I
just
don't know. I
a
don't
4-year-old
know.
left at home by itself?
I don't know, but
That the person.
and then
that
I
person
also
needs
thought
smacked
about it. Okay, what if
or saved.
You know, that could be the story. Maybe the teenager was there
And just
watching
left.
and was like, "Yeah, I'm
Or-
gonna
yeah.
sneak out. He's asleep. I'm gonna go to my girlfriends
Yeah.
or my boyfriends or whatever." And then I'll be back before they get home. And then they were at the
Then
movies, and it all happened.
Baby got
And the
up
baby was
like,
actually on the
"Ah."
sidewalk where they overblew it. Like it was in the road. The
What,
the
still,
road
man?
of the yeah, I know
You
that's
don't
I
leave-
know. No, you don't leave a kid at home at all.
They need to think about their actions for sure. That's horrible.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know names. I'm not giving names. I just know I heard the story, and that's all I heard of it. I'm sure they got.
What's your stance on spanking? I get into this conversation all the time.
Well, I was spanked.
I was
When I was a
spanked
kid.
too. I was a badass kid too. I'm surprised my parents still love me as bad as I was.
Yeah,
I was the
I was-
cryingest, getting into trouble kid you ever saw.
I don't know. I haven't decided. I think that you can raise a kid without spanking them. I think that actually taking something they love is harder
If you're out there
on
listening,
them than
I want to hear about what you think about this.
yeah,
for
no,
sure.
like something like taking their favorite toy, like
I
oh they
know,
love
yeah,
an
yeah.
Xbox. You take that's worse than a little bit of pain for 5 seconds.
I think so too. Some people don't. But I don't think I want to try it. But I don't think you can rule it out totally as a parenting technique or a training technique, because pain is a good teacher, and if you use it properly, you can't be.
Right, but you can't do it all the time. Like
No.
you use the toy method, and then every now and then you might have to throw in I'm not taking no shit. I'm making my fucking point right now.
Yeah.
And then hopefully get the point. But you got to double up. You still got to take something and
I
bust
just,
their ass, or if you do it, I don't know.
I don't think you should. This is the problem. What happens mostly.
Why didn't you tell me I was about to knock that over?
I don't know. I thought it might be funny if it went over. If you don't do it out of anger, you know what I mean? If you're like, go to your room,
right.
I'm going to be up in a minute, I'm going to talk to you, you know what I mean? And then after you talk to him, like, now you're going to get a spanking because you did something wrong.
Right. You
Talk
need
to
to be
him.
calm too.
Yeah.
And yeah, make sure you're.
Because mostly what happens is it's out of anger for a kid doing something. It's just like, bah, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
I don't think that's good.
Get the
but
pimp hand.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So, you know what I mean? There's a way to do it properly and a way not to do it.
Yeah.
Oh. See, there's some feedback. Only his monkey. And Sarah Bean, 18, disagrees with what I have to say about spanking kids.
She probably agrees with that you can take something they love or
Yeah.
their favorite thing and like, man, that's hard. That's worse than spanking them, dude. I'm telling you. It really is. If you've ever had to do that to a kid, like you can see it. You can see like you'd buzz their ass and they go to your room. Like, but when they don't have to go. Well, they might have to go to their room still, but like they got to just see you take their Xbox out and it's going to the lockup box. and
going
they're
to the
watching
garage
those
sale.
wires hanging out. Or what you do is you just take one. Like all you need to do is take the controllers.
What about this? What if I just bought them very little technology? What if I was just like, if you want a cell phone, whenever you're 16, you can get a job and buy your own cell phone. Would that be too hard as a parent? I want to do that.
Is okay. Are you gonna help them get to work until they get money to get their own transportation, or are you going to like make them figure it out, like ride a bike 5 miles to work?
Well,
how
I
much
can
would-
get them to work for sure.
Okay, but you're gonna
Yeah.
say get a job.
Well,
pay
yeah,
for your
yeah.
phone.
I might even help them get a car too. I mean, I probably would help them get a car
Right,
to
but
get
they
back
want
and
a
forth to
phone.
work. Yeah, if they want a phone, they got to get them. I'll give them a place to sleep. I'll help them with their homework,
How
and I'll
old?
feed them daily. But
How old is old enough for a kid to have a cell phone? Would you think?
me personally, I can't speak for everyone, but
Right,
man,
this is
geez,
you.
I couldn't do it before 15. I wouldn't even really want to do it till 16.
Yeah. Now, what if they're going with friends or before that, or like emergency purposes? That's the thing. It's you want to provide something safe for an emergency, but then they'll be abusing it, like texting, doing all that. And
I'd like to think I could keep an eye on them fairly good enough, but you never know.
Well, you have to get-
13-year-olds are sneaky.
yeah, if you got them one for emergency, it has to be one of those old push button, like before they even made flip phones.
Sarah, being 18, has a comment here. Let me just. If they're too young to understand losing something, they can still understand pain. It's a good point. So she's for the whoopings, apparently.
Okay, that's probably too little that you don't need to whip. If they can't understand losing something, and they don't even understand why they're misbehaving, then.
It's a good point. Jeremy Kitts, you make a good point. I may have made that point before, but not tonight, I don't think.
Yeah. So, did you hear stuff about the police chief?
I did not. I wanted to look this up.
It was on the
to
news. It wasn't-
corroborate it.
I don't
He
think
got
it
in a
was-
fight out front.
Not
of
really,
a-
but I don't think it was that big a deal. Like they're making it.
making it, exaggerating it.
Yeah. He's the chief. He shouldn't have been out. If he was out drunk, I don't know if he was or not.
Yeah.
But he was at a bar late, I guess. But he
Did
has
he-
a right to be a
was he
person. to do
driving?
that. I don't know. All I know is he was in the street, and I guess he had his shirt off or something, and was like, some guy pushed him or put his hands on him, and he was yelling at him, "Don't effing put your hands on me. Don't you ever put your hands on me," or something. And I don't know. They had a confrontation. They didn't fight
Yeah.
that I saw or that we know. I don't know. But
I wonder if Ohio has man, I can't remember the name of the law, but something combatant, agreed combatants or something. Like if a cop is there to witness it and one person says, "Yeah, I want to fight this person," and the other person says, "Yeah, I want to fight this person," and they fight, no one goes to jail.
you should allow it.
I bet that's in Washington.
They
gonna
really
look
have
that up right
they have
now.
a law like that you can do that.
Yes, I think it's called something combatant.
Something combatant. Where if you both want to fight, it's like a legal street fight, and then the loser goes to jail.
That's exactly what it is.
Does the
but
loser go to jail?
No one goes to jail. You just either go to the hospital or you go home.
Well, they need to make the loser go to jail to make the fights more exciting. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to fight to stay your ass out of jail. Keeping your ass out of jail, you're going to fight your ass off.
Well, nobody's watching. It's not like they're.
I want to kick
Wha-
this guy's ass, but I was willing to take an ass whipping, but I ain't going to fucking jail. Going to kick his ass.
Well, no one wants to go to jail. That's the reason why you agree upon the fight. So
Right,
no
I
one
guess.
does go to jail.
The cops should want you in jail, though. That's where they make their money, right?
Somewhat, I guess, but you're also making their job a little bit harder. Right. It's easier to watch nobody than somebody.
I guess so. So were you working late tonight?
Yes, I was. I had a little change around in
Is
my.
that-
This is scrubs.
is that
I
what
wear
that
to
is?
work.
It's
Yeah, I'm
Dickies
sorry,
makes
yeah.
scrubs?
Came straight from work.
No,
yeah.
I was just checking it
Pretty
out. That's
much
what you
straight
wear
from
when
work.
you massage people or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
It's comfortable?
It is
Because
very
it's just
comfortable.
looks like it just, drapes on you pretty nice there.
very
Like
comfortable.
everything's like open neck and whatnot.
It's breathable.
Breathable. So you work today?
Yeah, I was supposed to help at the school today, and then that didn't go through this morning, so I just I had him open my books back up. Ended up getting a couple, and had a good day. Turned out to be a good day.
Oh, and he works at Looks Unlimited. What is it?
Looks Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Yep. It's right out on Bridge Street, next to the bowling alley, across the street from the bowling alley.
In Chillicothe. What's the number?
Oh,
Do they have a number?
yeah, they do.
Can we give it out?
I bet we can.
I mean, it's a business, right? Do they call it business? Well, it's up to you. Just
see,
Deacon, if you need a massage.
Yes, please. Facebook at Deacon LMT. Listen, we got some feedback here about the police chief.
He's
Laugh out loud. The police chief is also under investigation or some other thing.
Yeah, this highway patrol pulled him over, and this one should be more disciplinary, I think, because it was on duty. But he was speeding to an non-emergency call, and the state patrol pulled him over. And
was he in a cop car?
No, he was in an unmarked or whatever.
Undercover.
And he's like, "I'm the chief," or something like that. He's like, "You gotta."
It was important.
He's like, "I'm working. I'm the chief," or something like that. And the cop said something to him like, well, why would you don't have your lights on or anything like that, and you're speeding? Like, I don't have to. I'm the chief. That's what he yelled, and he's yelling at him like you can hear it from the cop car. I think
they had it on video.
Yeah,
awesome.
That was on the news.
He should know to maintain. I mean, what is in the other car. They're recording you. Just
I mean, it was a non-emergency, so he should have. If it was an emergency, and he was just like, "Oh, I'm the fucking chief. I gotta go." Like, follow me there or whatever. Like, bring everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an emergency.
Yeah.
But no, he was just
probably
being
just
a
wanted
prick.
to get something done fast,
I guess.
Like, I'm going to do this real quick.
Yeah. I don't know what it would be in an undercover or an unmarked car. Like, I'm gonna fucking go do this.
You should have just said, "I'm sorry," and like, "I'm sorry. Give me your ticket. I apologize," and just been on his way.
Yeah. I'm sure if they went to the court, it would have been thrown out.
How does he want people to react whenever cops pull over other people? Does he want people to get all irate?
I'm a citizen.
Exactly.
I was not speeding. Whatever. You didn't see me.
Most generally, if you just pull over and do what they... Oh, okay, here's the number for Looks Unlimited. Sorry about interrupting the
Looks Unlimited if you need a massage and a good rub down and possibly a happy ending.
Never Never ask for that.
Never ask for that. All right. What's the number?
740-775-4450.
That's it?
That's it.
So that just brought up a point, or not a point, some questions I was wondering about, like these different types of massages. Do different countries have different types? Like, can you get a Korean massage, a Japanese massage?
Maybe
do they have
you could
like
get a
styles?
massage that goes on in that region, but it's all going to be pretty much the same.
I mean, you're still getting your muscles rubbed down and
Exactly.
whatnot. Now, there are different types as compared to like deep tissue or I don't know, like soft tissue.
Well, you got basically you can get like a therapy massage, which is, hey man, my shoulder and back hurts. I want you to really work the rotator cuff and stretch my shoulders good. I've got an hour and I want you to spend 40 minutes just on my shoulder and my arm. That's a therapy massage.
Okay.
When you kind of just have something specific that you may want worked on, or a couple areas.
Okay. So you're a licensed massage therapist.
Yeah, medical massage therapist.
Is a massage therapist? Do you do just regular massages too, or do you do it's all therapy oriented?
Well, everybody who does massage in Ohio has to be licensed. So,
and that's the license that you get for massaging.
Yeah, you get this general license, and if you want to pursue a certain, like I do relaxation massage, that's what I do. But I can do the therapeutic massage or whatever anyone wants, but I work at a spa, so mostly it's relaxation.
What does a spa have? What do they have there?
Pedicures, manicures, facial, massage.
How much are those?
Oh, man.
How much is a pedicure? I've thought about getting a pedicure. Have you ever gotten one?
Yeah, I've had one. I've had a pedicure.
Does it feel good?
Yeah,
I heard it feels good because I heard also like your feet have how you have like 2,000 pores or something in the bottoms of your feet, something ridiculous. I don't know. That might be a small number. I don't know, but your feet carry a lot of bacteria, and like that's good for it.
I'm sorry, man. These comments coming in late are just killing me. My buddy Paul P. out in San Diego. I believe that's where you're at, Paul. Is that right?
San
Let
Diego.
me know. Yeah, he says, from personal experience, a happy ending massage is much more common in Asia.
All right, see,
He was over. He's in the Navy. He was in Japan for like 4 years, I believe.
or at an Asian
I believe
spa, probably. I'm thinking a spa, like you go in, like you're sitting back with some cucumbers on your eyes and some steam shit rolling on you.
That's upscale,
Like,
bro.
Okay, it's not. That's
It's not
what
like that. No,
All right.
we don't serve you wine and stuff. You know, you just come in if you mean.
Well, I know. I
do
wasn't
a whole-
expecting
They will
wine.
serve you lunch. Well, some salons serve you wine.
Do they? Having a technical difficulty here. So we can.
He said, "Of course you don't offer. Of course you don't ask for the happy ending. You wait for it to be offered."
Yeah. Well. Really. Okay. Do there's not? I wonder if there's places that you go in and you. Has anyone ever asked you?
No, I work in a really nice salon. Though,
Because
where
girls
it's not gonna
do
be
go
expensive.
for happy endings too. Like girls go to
I'm sure they
massages
do.
for happy.
I'm
Like
sure
I've
they do.
heard stories.
But most
You did?
generally, you're gonna.
You did it? Oh, I don't know. I've just heard
I bet
stories like
girls do it
no,
too,
not
just
from
as much
anybody
as
I
guys.
know. I've just heard of it. Like,
But
that girls do it too.
thankfully, I work at a nice salon that has a good name in town, and you're not going to go to my salon and ask for something like that. You're going to go
No.
to a place in Columbus or Cincinnati that you know does it from someone else.
Right, that's what I just was wondering. Do not go to Looks Unlimited and ask for a happy ending. That's not what we're insinuating. But I was just wondering why you being a massage therapist, that if you knew that what goes on in those kinds of places
I'm sure
that
it
do
does.
that stuff.
I'm sure prostitution goes on in a lot of places.
Yeah, but I didn't know if like they teach you do they teach you how about that in school? Like if people come in and ask
Oh,
that
yeah,
and
yeah,
how to
yeah,
react to
yeah,
it, I would
yeah.
assume, right?
They give you the warning signs, like they'll call, like, "Hey, I'm coming up from Cincinnati." Like, why are you coming up from Cincinnati, dude?
For a massage.
Yeah, for a massage. Or, hey, do you do any special massages? Yeah, I mean, they'll ask stupid questions like that, and you'll be able to weed people like that out.
Yeah. Do you do any special massages?
Exactly. Do you do inner thigh massage? You know what I mean? You're going to hear things like that.
I'll tell you what, I got a massage, and the part where I almost fell asleep was like when they were doing my feet. That felt so good. I was just
Yeah.
like, I was out.
Yeah.
But I was relaxing. It was a deep tissue.
Most generally, people get their neck and shoulders done back. Yeah, I mean, that's 60% of people are going to come in and just get that, and some people are going to get like a full body, and some people are just, I don't know.
Getting relaxed.
Feet. Some people like their legs and feet done.
Have you heard about those isolation tanks?
I have. They're supposed to make you trip a little bit.
Well, it's a sensory deprivation.
Sensory deprivation. Yeah, you go about up to your ear in water.
In salt water.
Yeah.
Like it's super buoyant salt water. And like your ears
Do you
are under
float?
so you
Do you
don't hear.
float?
Yeah. So that
Oh.
you're not touching anything.
Anything.
The water is body temperature, and you have no senses. Only you have to so your mind can process things that it needs to. Or
I've heard of
deeper.
these, but I have yet to be in one.
They have one at Beaver Creek. I've looked it up.
Why can't I
about
make
going.
that? You'd think I can make that, right?
Yeah, probably.
What do you need to make something like
It
that?
was like 800 pounds of salt or something like that they put in them. That's
Oh,
super
yeah,
buoyant
that's ridiculous.
so that you float.
Yeah.
But it's also a good source of magnesium, I think.
Sodium, maybe.
Like, do you absorb that into your skin? Is it magnesium, or is
I
it
don't know.
is it a special kind of salt? You think? I don't know,
Maybe.
but I thought it'd be cool. They're expensive to buy though, but I'd go to one and check it out.
How much is it to try one of
I
those
think
out?
it's like 40 to 50 for an hour.
Man, just to let you float in salt water?
And it's also like completely dark, so you have
And
no
you can't
light.
hear. I know everything gets dulled. All
It's
the
just like
senses.
none of your senses have to work.
They're making a killing if they're doing that because all you need is somebody to put them in. And
I wonder if there's a special kind of pump that has to circulate that. But supposedly that's so much salt that you don't it's non-bacterial or something like that.
I know that salt is good for the nasals too. Like help
Saline, yeah,
get mucus out of your nasals and
yeah. I do that. It's
steeping
neti
pot.
pot,
Yeah,
and it's you have like a saline
yeah.
solution that mixes up and you pour it through your nostril. It's kind of rough, like water
Oh,
going up your nose.
I do want to talk about a slightly political issue. If my buddy Paul is still on there, have you heard anything about the gay marriage Prop 8? I think it is.
In Ohio?
No, in California.
No.
I probably don't know all the facts about it, but it's something like they want to. A majority of the people in California want to block gay people from getting married in California.
But they can screw animals. There's no law telling them they can't
I
screw an
don't know.
animal.
Why should that even have to be?
I don't know.
That
That's
should,
something I saw.
Honestly, it's not something I'm going to do. You know, I mean, if it's legal, it's not like I'm going to do it. So, if you want to screw animals, I guess. I mean, we can kill them and eat them. If that's
Yeah.
what you find attractive, I mean, go for it. I don't really care. I might not be your friend if you do it, but that's okay. You know what I mean?
What? Yeah,
You'll
wanna be
probably want
friend of
other
somebody-
friends that do the same thing as you do. But honestly, I think it's a civil thing. You have to provide these people. It doesn't matter if not. The Constitution says it doesn't matter if 99% of people hate what you're doing. I, as an individual, will have a right to still do it. It's none of your business what I'm doing if I'm not hurting you or taking your property or doing anything to harm you.
Right,
It's none of your business what I'm doing.
right. None of your effing
So
business.
I think it's gonna. It'll probably. I don't think Prop 8 will pass, which I think Prop 8 is going to block it if it passes. Like it passed with a pretty good majority, I believe, but it's in the.
Oh, it did pass.
Yeah,
Is that
it's
what
in
everybody's putting that red equal sign on their profile on Facebook?
I have no idea. Red equals.
Red. It was red with yellow.
Yeah, equal. I'm not opposed to anyone having the same rights as I do.
No, it's the day. Today's the day.
It's currently under review by the Supreme Court of what? California or the actual Supreme Court?
Today's Gay Day.
No, it's equal rights. Racism,
Oh, that's what. Is it a day? It's Equal Rights Day.
equal rights.
Oh.
Equal Rights Day.
I'm sure there's some Southern Ohioans.
This is-
Oh, y'all out there celebrating Gay Day? That's.
Well-
But that's California, though. They're doing that.
Well, there's a lot of rural areas in California too, but yeah, man, it's your right to get married. Honestly, I don't think the government should be involved at all in marriage. Why? It's just for tax purposes. You know what I mean? There's the only reason the government's involved. They want their little money, so you know what I mean, they need to get paid too off of marriages.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A marriage is something that traditionally is between you, someone else, and God. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and maybe at the very most, the pastor or priest, if you get married, but I don't even think you technically need one of those.
And aren't you supposed to separate church and state?
They wanted to separate church and state to keep the church safe, not to keep the state safe, you know? It's kind of flipped around a little bit now, the way we view it today, but whatever. That's what's happening out in California. Yeah, well, actually, apparently it's in the Supreme Court now, so that's what everyone's probably talking about.
Well, I was wondering about that. Those equal signs I was seeing all day on
What do you
Facebook.
call it? People always confuse it with just being
It's transgenders and all that.
gender, racism.
Well,
Like
I'm a little upset at
the grill boy that was fighting.
Yeah, I'm a little upset with that transgender right now. That was not cool. I don't think. You're gonna be a transgender, a dude,
I don't think she was transgender.
She was a dude.
and then became a
woman.
Woman.
Got his stuff removed, fought 3 chicks, and then they then told him, or they found out that she used to be a dude.
The equal sign is showing support for those that are against Prop 8 also. See, my buddy Paul P. is on it. He's smart for no reason. I dislike him for that. He knows all this stuff.
Yeah, it's Human Rights Campaign.
Human rights. Well,
It's been around for like 10 years. People,
and they took.
They
their
finally
rights
got their
away.
day in the sun. It's been around for 10 years.
Yeah, that
you
chick.
see it on people's cars, but people always think it's gay pride.
Facebook wasn't as big 10 years ago, so now they're getting that social internet.
Oh, by the way, if you haven't already, you can go to our Facebook page, Blue Wall Confessions, and like that page.
Like the page.
Go like the page. Go to
And let's talk about the show on the show.
Yeah, the
Why
show.
can't we? We
yeah,
got
that's
big things coming
That's
up.
what we did need to talk to you guys about. Is this is for you guys, and we need some input and whatever criticism, positive or
Absolutely.
negative, whatever. You can hate if you want. You can love us if you want to do that. And let us know what you want to hear about and what you want to see, who you might want on
That's
here.
what I've been telling everybody all day today. Just go on and make fun of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You gotta. This is perfect. This is a perfect time to make fun of me.
yeah. We're in front of everybody.
In front of everybody.
Make
yeah.
fun. So yeah, do it. We're also on Twitter at Blue Wall Confess. And obviously you got us on Ustream if you're watching live right now.
Follow us on Ustream too. if
You
get
can
a
check out
chance.
other episodes on YouTube, and they should be on there. They're probably on Blue
I've
Wall
seen- they
Confessions
are.
page
I've seen
too.
I seen whenever they got copied over there, it popped up on the news feed. What else, man? We got some stuff going on. We're going to be giving away some prizes, hopefully, shortly.
Yes, we'll be having maybe call-ins or something like that.
What kind of prizes do people want?
Yeah, let us know.
Nothing expensive.
Yeah, don't let us know. We'll let you know. I take that back. That's a better idea.
If
We
you
got stuff-
win, I will do your voicemail message for you
Yes,
in my own voice.
in his own Stephen Hawking's voice.
Now what we're gonna? I was gonna talk to you about getting some shirts made up. I'm sure somebody out there wants a free shirt for no other reason,
Yes.
just to say that you got the first shirt that
Well,
we gave away.
yeah, and we need a Blue Wall Confessions shirt. Also,
What
like
if we
those
could only
guys.
fit blue wall on it?
Blue wall on the front, blue balls on the back.
That is horrible.
It was, but yeah, that might just be blue wall.
We're gonna have to make some shirts. We're
Yeah,
gonna have to design some shirts to give away.
my first one. I'm just gonna be plain and simple. I want a blue shirt and in white it says blue wall. That's
I'm
what
gonna-
I'm gonna be, just plain and simple.
But it'd probably be funnier if we got shirts that said "Blue Wall sucks."
Blue walls suck. Yes.
Or we should do something funny with it.
Yes, that would be a good one. But yeah, we need some feedback, input. What do you guys want to hear about? Who you want on here?
Man, all that would be great.
Yeah, we need people with
Some
stories to
direct
tell.
audience feedback.
Stories to tell. And we're not calling anybody for premature happy endings. By the way,
No,
if you're still watching. And all right, so we're gonna also shout this back out if people are just tuning in. The Cystic Fibrosis Walk, Sunday, May 19th, 1 to 4 p.m. Yoctangi Park, Chillicothe, Ohio. Strides for Stacy.
What else is going on?
Oh
How about this, man? I'm sorry to stay on some type. What you gonna? What,
no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Some political aspect, but it's really financial and business more than it is political. This thing going on in Cyprus, I got some of the details. I think it's pretty much this. the government froze the bank accounts, and any if you have an account over 100, if you have an account less than $100,000, they move it to a different bank, and if you have an account over $100,000, they're going to take some of your money. From what I read, I don't know if it's 9% or 30%, and they're going to raise 4.2 billion euros, which is about $5.5 billion, so they can get a bailout from the European Union. So they got to raise, 4.2 billion, and then the EU is going to give them like 13 billion to try to get their house in order. But how ridiculous is that?
They're just taking people's money
taking it
from. They're just gonna your
they
money.
froze their accounts. You can't get your money out of the bank.
They can't get anything over 100,000 now. What, like,
No, well, they were going to do it from. I think this is what it was. They were going to take it from everybody at 9%, and they passed another thing that said they're just going to take it from people with more than $100,000. So, they're trying to raise this money so they can get a bailout, which I think is horrible. You're just going to take your people's money? I don't think that would ever happen in this country. If the Fed ever tried some shit like that, because the Fed is just big banks. If they want to freeze their assets and close every bank, it don't take nothing but a call from the guy up top, and you can do it overnight.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'll ever do that. That would be just the worst.
I mean, shit, if they
mass
wanted, they could just say,
rioting.
all that paper money you have, that's not worth anything.
Oh, man, you're right. Daggone it. Yeah, you're right.
They could just say that if they wanted and be assholes.
Yeah.
Which they probably would do something like that. Just gone. Boom. Any cash money you have saved up, gone. They'd probably give you credit for what you have in the bank. Would they be dicks about everything else?
I don't think they would. I don't think if they're
They'd just be like, your money's gone.
Or-
Start over. It's all electronic.
More likely, what they would do if they had to do something like that, they would just be like, turn in your dollars. They're now only worth 50 cents. So you'll turn in all your old money, and you'll get issued new money that's, you turn in $5, you get $1 of this new money. That's just the way it goes. I think. I don't know.
Wow.
See, that's the
So
Preppers episode or something. That's what that sounds like, the beginning of it.
what do we do when they do away with the penny? Do we cash them in groups of 5? And then what if it comes out to 3 cents on the end of it? And
Round
are
it.
they going to give us a 5?
No, they're going to round down, of course.
Those
I mean,
bastards.
believe that.
To nothing. There would be nothing then.
Yeah.
There's nothing under a nickel then.
So, exactly. It would round down to 0. I'm sure about that.
Then wouldn't
Or
that change the
If you were
sales percentage?
smart, or I don't know.
It would.
One might, if they do away with the penny, one might just save the copper pennies and just turn them in for copper value. Because I think once after they are not in circulation and no longer being made, they're not currency anymore.
Yeah.
You're allowed to destroy them. I'm not 100% sure
Yeah.
about that.
Possibly, but what it?
I would
if,
never do that.
If it was only a nickel, that's going to be the lowest, I assume. That's the next thing, unless they're going to have some kind of half cents or something. But that would be stupid to do away with a penny. But what if they still continue to a 7% sales tax? Is that going to always come out in even 5s, or is it going to come up in odd numbers?
I don't know. My buddy Paul raises an interesting question. The way I see it, who are we to judge how they're doing things? I mean, you're right. It's really none of our business.
The government or
I
the other
mean,
place?
I wouldn't like that happening here, but
Oh.
they're just doing. He's talking about the Cyprus government.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just doing what they think is best for their country. Yeah, probably. And you're right, it is none of our business. I am just strictly for trading. But what happens if if you're an American, you got money in that bank, and that's your fault for having
That's
money
what
in that
I
bank,
was
you know?
wondering about. Yeah.
A crap ton of Russians are losing a lot of money. Probably like Russian gangsters and businessmen are losing a lot of money because they keep their money offshore. They're going to
Yeah.
make better interest in the Cyprus banks. I'm not sure exactly what, but
Well, is it a
but
coincidence?
as a person that does not like the government seizing property that is not theirs for no reason, I think it's horrible.
Right. Is it a coincidence that it just happened to be that offshore bank, or is it just because of the properties owned by somebody? You know what I mean? Did they specifically choose that bank to do this to?
It's the whole country.
That country, like an island country, is what it is?
I think it's
Or
just it might be just a small country. I'm sure we could Google that real quick.
Why are the Russians losing money? They had their
They
money.
invest. It's just like we have the Cayman Islands. It's just an offshore account that can't be monitored by the government. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
right,
So they
right,
can
by our-
hide money in there
Got
and
ya.
do whatever. So I guess that's just their risk for doing that. But they're probably going to lose a lot of money. People are going to be like, well, I'm not ever going to invest money in your country. In your banks again anyway. And you take away the incentive to save. That's not good. Why save your money if you know that the government may take it from you?
Yeah.
Why would you invest
Why
your
put it in
money
the
in a
bank?
savings account?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Why give them? Yeah.
It's so hard to save money nowadays because it just devalues so quick. If you just save it not in a checking account,
Yeah.
then
You should buy gold with it or silver.
buy gold or silver. Yeah.
And instead of save that, I guess it would hopefully.
I would buy silver. I don't know. You could just buy functional things that may be needed or resold for a profit. You can invest your money in many
Right,
different
right.
ways
Property.
besides the stock market.
Like property, guns.
Guns, ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, what did I see about the government buying up multiple rounds of ammunition, like 5 million or 5 billion rounds of, like the Homeland Security did, which they explain it as being normal because they've got so many. They're talking about buying bullets for however big the Department of Homeland Security is, which is
Right.
probably huge, which
Right.
is horrible.
And they
should
got
just
all the
do away
target
with it.
practicing and all that shit.
Exactly. They're gonna shoot. Each person's gonna shoot like 100 rounds per year. And somebody keeps texting me, but I cannot get to my phone, so leave a message
Yeah.
on the blue wall.
On the blue wall. That's what we're doing right now. We're not texting on our fucking phones. Oh, sorry. Was that inappropriate?
No.
Oh,
Wasn't
it got
was
all quiet
Was there
and-
an awkward silence?
Yeah,
I'm
there was
sorry,
a
I
very
reading.
awkward silence.
Sorry about that. But that's just what I'm saying. I'm not a fan of the government taking your stuff ever. I'm not a fan of big government. I'm a fan of small government.
Okay, Paul says in Japan they didn't use pennies at all. But do they have tax there? I want to know,
yeah,
does
I'm
the
sure
sales tax...
Sure they do have
If
tax.
do you have to have an even number, like a 5% sales tax or 10% to even out the nickel? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It probably is just going to be rounded.
they'll probably round it to 10% because that's the next closest thing you can do with it, and we'll be paying 10%
Well, he mentioned it
tax.
in here before. If it comes up to 98 cents, it rounds up to $1. If it comes up to 97 cents, it rounds down.
Okay, see, I'm not getting all that on my screen. I don't know. Okay, so they round it.
Yeah. That's the only thing you can
If
do.
okay, what was it? If it's 98
Did
cents.
you hear about Ohio blocking that sales tax for now? Another sales tax on like services, getting a haircut, getting plumbing, getting, anything like that.
What about that? They blocked it.
They blocked it for now. I think they're going to adjust how our state tax is, our income tax for the state. They're going to adjust that a little bit down.
So that they don't need to pay sales tax.
No, we're still going to
Plumbers and
no. We eventually they're
or-
probably going to pass it, but they're going to give us something in return in it, which I think is just going to be a little bit on the state income tax, the state income tax, yeah, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, it sucks. I don't want to pay. I don't. Seems like every time I turn around to fart, I'm paying a tax for something.
right
Property tax.
as a massage
income tax.
therapist.
Yeah, they already tax they tax facials and manicures and stuff like that already.
Well, you don't have to say any
Spa
numbers, but
service.
you get paid by the hour or
Yeah,
a commission.
I get paid commission. Some massage therapists get paid by the hour. If you work at a company like a large company like in Columbus, like I don't want to say any names for whatever reason, but yeah, that would be it. I'm not going to say it just in case they might sue me for libel or slander.
Yeah,
I don't
slander
know.
online.
But you work an hourly, but they really work you in those places because they're pretty busy. Like you
They
join,
keep
you
you
pay a
bu-
membership, and you get a discount on your massages if you
See,
go there.
that's where the sales tax comes in. When you buy a membership and have like sign up fees or anything like that, that's where they have to charge sales tax.
Paul said when we were talking about that Japan thing, he said he just bought a lot of stuff on base, and military doesn't have to pay taxes when you buy things on base. I think, what is that, the commissary or something? So you buy from the base store, you don't pay any taxes.
Well,
I'm sure
no,
he went out,
commissary
though.
is prison, right? It's
Well,
the
I'm sure-
PX in the military.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm pretty
commissary
sure it's the PX. I think commissary is in the prison.
That's
it's where they
horrible.
buy their shit.
Yeah, probably.
Like, yeah.
I guess I got an inmate mentality, I guess. That's horrible.
Commissary. I don't know. You could be right, but I'm pretty sure it's called the PX
Probably.
on military bases. And it's like a little like Walmart style store, and and they have everything.
Probably have a little bit of everything.
yeah,
You're right.
just a department store, not Walmart. Yeah, F Walmart.
I haven't been into nothing. I don't want to say F Walmart. I really don't have anything against it. They're just,
I don't either, but I didn't want to give them a shout out for free.
But,
because they're already rich.
I've been in once this year, and I only went in about twice last year. I'm trying to not go to Walmart. I don't know why.
It's hard, but I tried that one time. It's hard.
It is hard. They have a lot of stuff there.
And they have good deals sometimes, but I like to go to Kroger's for my groceries because they have better selection and their produce and all that.
Their
stuff.
produce is better, probably. But,
Yeah.
And well, in the summer when they got the fruit, what is the fruit market down there by the state buildings?
Mm-hmm.
What do they call that?
Farmers
A
market.
farmer's market. God, Lord, why couldn't I think of that?
How about a nice fruit bowl?
But when they open up, you can get a lot of good fresh fruit over there.
Yeah, that's where you want to get it. The fresh, hopefully these people are not putting a bunch of shit and pesticides on their stuff. Do they have organic? Do they advertise organic at those farmers markets?
Yeah, they have organic stuff. The Amish come in, they bring a lot of stuff. I mean, it's a great place to get fresh produce. You're going to pay a little bit more, but it's worth it. You know,
No,
I mean, you
it's
can help
good.
some local folks.
Absolutely.
But I just
Hard-working
get
people.
I get a bad feeling when I go in Walmart anymore. Like just the bad negative energy
Like
coming from everyone.
Oh, dude, I know what you're talking about.
You know what
I
I'm
just
talking about?
yeah.
I get that. Like when I go in there, I just
it's too commercial. You know what I mean?
How about
It's
that?
just
I go in as soon as I hit the front door. I just want to leave. Like, man, what's going on?
because
Walmart.
it's so big. It's intimidating somewhat because especially if you're trying to just get in and out and then you're like, I'm gonna fucking see somebody I know here, and then they're gonna, and it's that guy that always wants to talk my ear off, and I'm not gonna get out of here.
You're on your way to the bathroom.
Yeah, as I gotta take a shit or something real bad, I'm like, oh my god, I didn't want to have to do it, but now I gotta go. Oh, now I see this guy, and then you're lost, and then another thing
I find
is
the quickest way out of that is just to be honest.
yeah, well,
Hey, man, I have to
Okay.
take a large.
but sometimes you don't have to take any
Dump
restroom
right
break,
now.
and it's just like you're trying to get in and out. But you go in to spend like $5 and you walk out spending $50 every time. It's ridiculous. That's the way they get you.
guess,
It's
I
me.
don't
Like
know.
I'm like, well, I'm gonna go over and check out over here. Oh, they got some shit on sale over here. I'm gonna go ahead and get it. And like, oh, fucking t-shirts for $1. Yeah, I'm gonna get 3
Why
or
not?
4 of them. Like, and then
I don't
next thing
think
you
they
know,
have
it's like,
dollar T-shirts.
oh yeah, when they clearance them out, I got some like compression long sleeve rash guard type shirts
I
for
use those when I
$1.
hike.
$1.
Man, you should have told me about that.
Well, here's what happened. I was gonna try to get stuff printed on them, so I called the person that does my T-shirts, and so I walked over by the magazines while I was waiting for her to call me back or text back, and we were like, all right, I'm gonna buy them. I went back over there, and there was only 3 left, and there was like 20 of them probably. It happened that fast. They were gone, like within 10 minutes, and I was like, oh my god, I never would have dreamed.
Everybody else
that.
was thinking the same
Like,
thing.
oh
too.
my god, a fucking
$1?
$1. Yeah, rash guards.
I'm gonna buy 3 and go throw it away just because it's $1.
It's a good deal. Yeah. Maybe after Sam Walton died, that it just lost the good positive energy.
Supposedly, Sam Walton had a policy. I'm not sure if this is true or not. He had a policy that if you were within 4 foot of a Walmart employee, they had to look you in the eye and say hello, or acknowledge you were there. I
Really?
never get that.
Oh,
I don't even get that from the greeter
No.
hardly anymore.
No.
Well, I haven't been in there for a
They
couple
don't
of
have
years,
a
really,
greeter
but
as much anymore. Used
Yeah.
to, you couldn't walk out without them wanting to see your receipt and all that.
everybody
Maybe they
was
had some shit
making
going down,
cutbacks.
but or yeah, maybe they were just like, we can't hire the fuck it, we'll take our loss if we lose it. But they don't really have a person in there anymore. Like the
I see
occasionally
them in
they're
there sometimes, straightening up shopping carts and
and they'll
checking
usually put the
receipts.
person like somebody that's older or doesn't get around as well, and they put them at that job usually
Yeah.
where they can do greet. But and yeah, you're right. They don't say they're not as polite as usual as they should be probably. Like outgoing.
Like I
Should
said,
be
I've only
outgoing.
been in 3 times in the last couple of years, but before that, I used to go quite regularly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I
like-
just don't like doing it now. I don't know
Well,
why.
it would be different if when you walk in, the greeter's like, "Hey, what's up, motherfucker?"
Well, I don't know. That'd be a little weird.
I know, but I'm just making it saying like, if they're just like, "Hey, what's up?" Or not, "What's up? How's it going?" A little more like outgoing and friendly.
Hey, how you doing today? That's all you need. You
No, a
don't even,
little like
you don't need no-
energy, and then you're like, "Hey, back at you," and you walk in, and then the next
Listen.
person's 4 foot from you. Hey, and you're like, "Yeah."
I don't want some dude like, yay, up in my face. I just be like, hey, how you doing? How you doing today?
Yeah.
Crazy weather, cold outside.
Hey,
You know what I mean? Hey, yeah, exactly. I don't need some dude getting all crazy in my junk.
because then if there's people like that, you don't want to go to the fruit section. Get a nice fruit
Out
bowl.
in Cali, apparently they're checking them receipts quite frequently. Apparently, there must be a bigger theft
Walmart.
opportunity.
Well, some
in
Walmarts
Cali.
do. Sam's Club, you can't walk out of there without them. You can't walk
Checking,
in
yeah.
without them IDing you. They check your receipt every time.
Yeah.
Sometimes that sucks when you're in a hurry and there's a line of like 20 people that had a ton of shit, and you gotta wait for everybody to get their stuff checked off.
In Walmart, and you have to have your driver's license to make.
Wow, that's ridiculous. 3 returns per year, and you have to have your ID when you make a return, and you only get 3 per year. That's horrible.
Even if you have your receipt or without.
Without a receipt.
Without, right,
Okay.
right.
People at the door will ask you because they're all steal stuff.
Yeah.
To return it. Like, you have any returns? I'll give you $20 to return all the stuff and no receipt. Like, after.
Oh yeah, get someone else to do it for them.
Wow.
That's a clever way to get it done. People are smart, I guess. I don't know. People are good at breaking the law.
Yeah, that's why they have to make laws, I guess.
I don't know.
People are shysting.
They made the laws. People are still doing it though.
Right. Well, that makes it more exciting when there's a law. Makes you want to
Maybe.
do it more. It makes you want to break it.
For that
It entices
rush.
you. Right. You know what I mean? People want to overcome it and defeat it. They're just competitive people out there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Apparently, I don't know.
Hey, what's up, motherfucker?
I don't know. It might be a little. Have you ever seen Idiocracy?
No.
Never seen that movie?
I have not.
It's funny. You should check it out sometime. But that's how the guy stand in the future Walmart. He's standing there and he said, or it might have been a Costco, the future Costco. Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you.
And that's
All
what
day.
he does.
That's all he does.
Welcome to Costco. I love you. They don't even say that at Sam's Club. They don't say, welcome to Sam's Club. I hate you. And that's what I feel. That's what I feel from him. Like, yeah, show me your fucking ID. Go on. No, they're not too bad. They're not that bad, really. But they're not as friendly. They don't really say
Well,
hi.
maybe they don't like
welcome.
their job. I don't know.
I might not like my job if I had to do that as well.
It's true. Maybe somebody does. Maybe there's a really good greeter out there and he just loves his job. It's possible.
Well, like those guys that just take their job a little too far. Like that, what's that one movie with Dane Cook? He was a supermarket, like he was at Sam's Club.
10 items or less.
No,
Jessica Simpson.
huh?
Jessica Simpson. I know what you're talking about. I've seen it.
Clerk or no?
No.
Oh fuck, I don't know, but where that one dude was just, he was just fucking super checkout guy,
Yeah.
cashier. Was way out overdoing it. Like there's people like that. that take their job like, oh, I'm a manager now, and they're fucking Hitler. You know what I mean? Then the next thing you know, you're fucking doing everything.
Well, if they're a manager, maybe they got a job to do. I've been put in that situation before. When you become a manager, you're expected to do a different set of tasks. Whenever you're an employee, you're expected to be lazy and try to find ways out of work. But when you're a manager, you're expected to be proactive and make people work.
Right, and then they get that power trip, and
everyone
like, I'm the chief, I'm the fucking chief.
If you don't get that power trip, you're probably not being a good manager. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe you can be a good manager and not
You're not
be a
pumped
little
about
bit
your job.
strict. But most generally, you got to be kind of a dick to be a good manager.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh, I'm a manager now. And it's like, yeah. No, fucking tell somebody something.
Don't get an attitude when your boss tells you to do something, though.
And then you're pumped up. You're like, oh, I gotta fire somebody today. I'm just waiting for that first person. I can't wait to do this. Yeah, I'm the manager. As soon as he smarts off, if he comes in 5 minutes late today, his ass is mine.
It's called Employee of the Month.
Yes.
I told you, man. Look at Paul. He is on it.
Thank you, Paul.
Paul, you're going to be our new information guy. If I need to know about anything at any time in any part of the world.
If we didn't have such a lag, it would be better.
I know. I'm sorry I'm not answering these fast, but we have what is the delay? Like 2 or 3 minutes?
It seems to be something like that, I think. I don't know, and I don't know how to fix it. We're going to try running a straight line.
I bet
computer.
You can. The only way to fix it is probably to spend some money. I guarantee it. You got to get that monthly service thing. Better internet.
Yeah.
Connection. Well, whatever. Isn't there like a monthly service you can do HD video?
Oh, maybe. See, there's probably something like that.
Well, I bet you end the delay or the lag with that too. I bet it is.
Well, if we did that, we could possibly record this in our 1080p. Is that what it is? The highest definition?
I think so.
1080p on this thing.
But man, that's kind of expensive. I would honestly just going to stay with the free route.
Yeah, so it's free right now.
Wow.
Until we get some support from y'all to get some people interested in helping this show out. And also, if you have artwork,
like it and share it. That's
right, like it and share it. Go to the page, Blue Wall Confessions on Facebook. It's probably like www.facebook.com/Blue Wall Confessions, or follow us on Twitter at Blue Wall Confess, and send us some artwork. Make some pictures, like some cool blue wall pictures we'll put on the wall behind us. And if anybody can make some music that have a cool blue wall intro song, that would be nice. We could use something like that. If you want,
man, I've thought about that.
We'll shout you out.
I thought about that too. I think it's kind of cool that we can, if you just, until maybe that day will happen, but just mix it up and use random music each time, whatever's new. It's kind of good that you don't have the same old thing. It'd be nice to have something that everyone hears it and they know it's you, but also you can keep right,
I thought about that then, but I just didn't want to get in trouble with any FCC shit.
Well, what's the rules? 30 seconds?
I think it's 30 seconds. If you have more than 30 seconds.
I'm sure we can Google this and find out.
Yeah, Google tells us everything.
Paul Pittenger, what is the rule about, can we use 30 seconds of someone's music?
Speaking of Google and getting information super quick nowadays, like, what about when we were kids and there wasn't even internet, and then even on top of that, we were talking about the cell phones. There's not even cell phones when we were kids. Like,
they had cell phones. They were just ridiculous.
Well, yeah, when I was like a teenager, or maybe even when I was younger, but I didn't see them until I was a teenager. But yeah, they were a big box you carry in your car. It was
before that. There was in a little suitcase that you carried around.
Yeah, it was like that big.
Oh, it was huge. It's so
bigger than that.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
But they had car phones before that, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I saw a movie from back in the
Trading Places. I think he uses a car phone in the back of the limo on that. Eddie Murphy. I know you've seen. Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah. Did they? Some older ones. So that that was the 80s. Yeah. That was in the 80s.
Early 80s too. I think like 83 or 84 maybe.
But yeah, now I feel
looking
naked.
Good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Winthorpe.
If I go anywhere now and I don't have my phone, if I forget my phone or something, I feel like, oh shit.
I am exactly the opposite.
I'm lost.
I don't like to lose my phone, but if I go somewhere and I don't have my phone, I'm like, I don't care. It really doesn't bother me that much at all.
Why use? What do you have?
I have a
Internet
phone
on your
that
phone
makes
or
phone
anything
calls.
like that?
No.
See, I use my phone for all my email. It's my computer basically.
My phone just makes phone calls, and that is
Oh.
it.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry. I don't get like 2 phone calls a day, if that. But
Paul Pittenger says that there is no specific time limit for fair use. That can't be right.
yeah,
I can't just use
that might
somebody's
be,
music,
Yeah,
can I? For as long as I want.
No, I don't think you can. Fair use means maybe. I think if we put it on a radio and played it back here, is that fair? But if you run it through the computer and the sound system, I don't know where it's not like picking up through the mics.
I don't
'Cause-
know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
We probably should Google that and find out for sure what is going on with that. But 30 seconds, that sounds reasonable if they give you 30
Yeah.
seconds. It's not like you're doing a performance or something.
And we could when you do that, you can pick the good songs that like start off and just like start getting you into it, and then right before you're ready to fucking rock out, and then that's when you have to stop it, and that's when we come on.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've effing rocked out.
You know, when like you start off, you hear it, and like your foot just starts tapping, and then you're
dancing.
here, and you're just like you're getting ready to be like you know, just get loose, and then we have to stop it because it's 30 seconds, and then
yeah.
it's like, oh fuck yeah, but fuck, it's Blue Wall Confessions.
Yeah, they probably do that on purpose. Like, don't start anything good for 30 seconds.
Yeah. Because I mean, you can't. It's hard. It doesn't. It's not as exciting if you just come out right in the middle of the rock out part or whatever
you.
song it would be.
Got a little tidbit of information. I should have thought of this before. Wikipedia would have all the things we need to know about fair usage.
We
Only problem is we're live. Hard
Yeah.
to look up stuff.
we're minus our
live.
Google searcher that's
Got
under the
day
weather.
Off. Day off. She's not in the studio right now.
Huh?
I'm strapped.
Yeah, she has.
Apparently called in
Oh,
sick.
you do have that.
Called in. Where's your doctor's excuse?
Yeah.
There. Nice. That works.
Okay. Yep. You got strep. That's right. That proves it right there. It says it all. Doctor's excuse.
Does anyone want to test it out? Take after me?
No, you can just stay right over there.
Man, I heard him talking about the driverless cars too are getting decently sized. Google is doing some. There's several automakers that apparently there's several out on the road right now.
That this car drives itself.
Yes,
You can
it
sit in
does.
the back.
No, you don't have to sit in it at all.
You can be like,
at
sit in
home.
this car to.
Excuse me. Yeah.
What would that be useful for?
Well, what I've heard is one usage that is used a lot is at mines, like a coal mine, where they have the large trucks that come in and take out the dirt. These are just automated trucks now in some of these.
Wow.
Because, you know, you want it to go from one specific place to another specific place, from one specific place to another specific place. So it's pretty routine.
Maximum overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive. Man, another good 80s. Was that from the 80s or 90s?
It was 80s, and dude, I was driving down the road in the work van the other day, and this semi was right in my ass, and it was one of those old semis with the flat front. It didn't stick out in the front.
Yeah.
You know, it was like right there, and it was just totally. I had a flashback. Like Maximum Overdrive was like, you know, like that was going down right now. Like there was a truck behind it. And it was just like that style of that truck. Did they have a flat? Was the truck flat in the front on that movie?
No, the clown.
The one that
Yeah,
crashed
had
through the
big-
gas
had the
station?
big clown head on the front. You don't remember that? That's what was so scary about it.
That's right. Like the. Damn, that was an old good movie.
But all the machines.
Was that
came
Mel
alive.
Gibson?
No, Maximum. Wait a minute. Are we talking about the same movie?
The
Where all
trucks
the
and shit was
electric-
alive.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking. I know Mad
do you
Max
think
was Mel
Mad
Gibson,
Max and,
but I didn't know if he was in that one too.
Road Warrior.
No, it was some guy that we don't even know who the fuck
Road
he is.
Warrior is the other.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson movies.
Those were good.
Yeah, hell yeah, they were good.
But yeah, it was just some guy in Mad Max, I think.
Paul
Was
wrote
it?
down everything that was in there because I couldn't find it on Wikipedia. I didn't try and search very well, but
Yeah, Road Warriors.
I'm gonna read that here in a little bit and find out what he had to say about that music stuff.
Yeah, so either that, we can figure that out, but it would still be cool to have an intro song that we can use.
Yeah.
You guys can send in, and if we use it every time or not, we'll still use it. And you'll get a shout out if you're trying to get your name out there. You are making beats or whatever you do. I don't know how it works.
A lot of people are making beats nowadays.
Then, you can get your name out there.
Yeah. Apparently, anybody who has a computer is now Dr. Dre.
Oh, and anybody that can go to FYE and get Beats headphones is Dr. fucking Dre.
Yeah. Apparently, any asshole with a webcam, a microphone, and some headphones can have their own show and talk about
And-
whatever they want.
And they can talk about Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Speaking of Beats, there's a new HP laptop that has Beats sound system in it. And it was
I don't
pretty
know.
cool. It was pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell the story about how you almost got that for your birthday?
Yeah.
You went and bought
I almost got it, but I had to get one, and apparently I didn't get it.
your girlfriend buy your laptop for your birthday.
Like I was supposed to know.
So you were supposed to do something and you messed up.
No. I
The laptop.
was supposed to not do something, and I did, and that was messed up.
Ah.
And I didn't get the one with the Beats because I didn't have enough.
And you were going to get
Money.
one from someone else.
Yeah,
And you just couldn't
apparently.
wait.
But so I did that, but then all of a sudden I didn't get an iPad or anything.
Nothing to
Like
make up
yeah,
for what you
like-
were going to get.
like same value or something.
Yeah.
But I did get some cool
That is
supplements.
the oldest trick in the book. Oh, I was going to get you that. Why'd you get that? Ah.
I did get these cool supplements I've been wanting to try out.
You got other stuff.
I got these supplements from onit.com. Alpha Brain, Sport or Shroom Tech Sport, Shroom Tech Immune, and New Mood. Like the Alpha Brain is supposed to enhance brain function. Is it cognitive brain function?
Cognitive.
Something
maybe?
like that. Cognitive brain function. Then the Shroom
I
Tech.
think there's natural things that you can do that and do it better.
I
than
think it is
pill
some
form.
natural shit in it.
It's not synthetic. You should check and see if it's
I don't know.
synthetic or not.
Can you grab that Alpha Brain thing up there on the left? Look where I'm pointing over there.
I've been doing vinegar. I've been
Thank you.
drinking 2 capfuls of vinegar with every glass of
Apple
water.
cider vinegar.
Yeah. Have we talked about this
Mhm.
already?
I don't know. I used to do that. I would put a couple tablespoons in a gallon of water and just drink on that.
A gallon? No, I drink much, much more than that. 2 capfuls, which is probably 2 tablespoons. Yeah. No, it's probably about a tablespoon in every glass. So I probably have about 4 or 5 glasses a day. It's supposed to help block sugar from being ingested in your body. That way you don't have them big, your glycemic count doesn't go up whenever you eat those big meals. You know what I mean? It'll help neutralize
Right. It
the
curbs
sugar.
appetite too.
Does it?
Mhm.
I didn't know that. It's also
And-
supposed to be good for Alzheimer's, like preventing Alzheimer's.
And it keeps you clean. Apple cider vinegar does a lot of shit. I make a salad dressing out of it too.
Yes.
With
They
olive
say
oil.
Get it however you can, like get the vinegar however you can into your body, and that was one of them, like a oil vinegar.
Yeah, I don't know what's natural and what's not. It has vitamin B6 and some other shit I can't pronounce.
Apparently,
it's probably not that
Beats sound system in the computer is not very new. Paul's been on it since
good.
a
Well,
year and a half ago.
all right, well. Let me tell you something, Paul. We live in southern Ohio, and we get stuff like a little bit behind
Don't
y'all
make
out there.
excuses, Jeremy. There's an internet. There's no such thing as small town USA.
Okay, well, a couple years ago, I wasn't looking for a Dr. Dre Beats laptop. So thank you for that update, and we need to fucking catch up around here.
Damn right you do. Jeez.
The one I like, this New Mood, it has 5-HTP and it like relaxes you. I take it before I go to bed. I can't take it in the middle of the day or anything, or I get all messed up. But take it, and I sleep pretty good on it.
Where's
And
the ingredients?
I don't know. It's probably not approved by the FDA or
Oh,
something.
God,
And then
no,
then
I
the
would-
Shroom Tech Sport. This gives you this is a good natural feeling energy.
Vitamins aren't regulated by the FDA.
You got me some shit that's not regulated by the FDA.
Most vitamins are.
Man, I trust.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
vegetarian
The
capsules.
The
though.
only thing they have on here is the capsule.
It's vegetarian.
It contains glucose and water, is what the capsule is
And this,
made of.
all this is the other stuff that's in it.
You got other stuff.
How do they get those in there? Is that just the?
It's in
so
the
it's,
powder
it's
mix.
straight up just chemicals. Forget that, man.
That's a vitamin B12, magnesium,
I
and
wanna-
chromium.
I wouldn't eat anything
Those
that
are-
they just make
those
in a
are,
factory. Well, I'd try not to. Anyway.
vitamins and
Apparently
minerals.
Food is just made in factories too.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it's a performance blend. It has, yeah, it's all in there, dude. Siberian ginseng, green tea extract, cordyceps synthesis. That's what it's from. It's from the cordyceps mushroom. That's where they
Is
get
that
the.
something different? Let me see
It's
that.
it's some kind of crazy mushroom that, I don't know where it's even from.
Advanced ATP energy. Your body makes ATP.
Yeah,
Do you know how your muscles work?
my brain tells them to, and that's all I know.
That's a good theory. That's exactly how they work. You send a nerve impulse to your muscles. You got this thing around your muscle sarcomere, which is like the individual cells of the muscle. It releases calcium, which causes ATP to split into ADP, and that little burst of energy makes the muscle, the myosin head, jump across, connect to an actin protein, which your muscle is this myosin and actin proteins basically, and it like pulls it. So your
I remember
sarcomeres
this
get
from
straight.
the my personal training book. when I
Probably,
was
I
studying.
guarantee it was in there. So
Yeah.
ATP is the energy that your muscles use. Normally you make it. You just put the ADP back together afterwards and repeat the cycle.
Right.
But you need calcium and you need salt to make that happen. And you need that nerve impulse.
So
action potential.
okay, so this alpha brain, which helps your brain fire faster, combined with this, you're getting the fast impulse from the alpha brain. Your mind's clear and it's firing, and then you got that Shroom Tech.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Apparently. Hey, if they're working for you,
I don't know.
keep taking them.
I know, and then this immune, it's just full, like, had all kinds of zinc and selenium. It's, I don't know. It says immune, and I want to not get sick.
Paul says the Beats is ridiculous. The headphones, probably he's talking about. People are like, what happened to headphones? Like, headphones went from huge to tiny. I mentioned this last time, and now
Right.
they're huge again. What the
Well,
hell?
okay, the tiny, I think, you're like, it just depends, like, it's like when you're jogging or it's more
Active.
hitting, I guess. I don't know, but it's not as bulky, but I'm not going to go jogging in a pair of these, I don't think. But when I'm in a like louder place and I'm trying to be on the mic and
Well,
it
if you're in the
drowns out
studio, I can see that. But if I see some dude walking down the street with those, I'm like, what? Or waiting at the bus stop. I don't know. I guess if you're at the bus stop, that's a good place to block out the world.
Right, yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I guess. I mean, you're getting the high quality sound. You're blocking out the world.
Yeah.
And you're just hearing your music. Or
It's
whatever
almost,
it is
It's
you're
almost like
listening
not
to.
riding the bus.
Maybe you're listening to a book.
Probably. Could be.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah, books on tape.
Yeah, that's what you got to kill time. I drive in a van all day, so I got to figure out ways to be entertained. So I listen to books sometimes.
Delivering stuff.
Yes.
Things.
Delivering things. And these birds, I was just going to say something about this. When you're driving, you know how when you're driving and there's birds in the road and like you're wondering, are you going to slow down or is this bird going to get out of the fucking way?
Have a better reaction to get out of the way.
Right,
So I
do
wouldn't
you-
even slow down.
Right. I mean, that's what I hope. So I just keep going. I don't slow down. Well, and then you sometimes think you're going to fucking hit this bird. And then how do they get out of the way? How are they that fucking fast that like
They're pretty
You know
fast.
what I mean? You know what I mean? You're right there on them and they just somehow dodge you. Like I don't know how they do it sometimes.
They're pretty fast. I mean, they can get out of the way pretty fast.
Can they go? I mean, are they going from 0 to 55 like that? I mean, I I
I
don't
mean,
know.
they probably don't have to go that
They
much.
haven't. No, they don't. They have enough time to like, but they wait awful long
They
time.
wait. They
like,
do wait an awful long time. Well,
It's crazy.
I'm sure they can judge it better than us. They do it all day.
No
Apparently,
doubt, they're experts at it. It's bred in them. It's like in their
Yeah.
genetics now. They're dodging
Mama
these.
birds teach baby birds to do it.
Yeah.
Now, right
Very
about
good.
now,
No.
go.
Ready, ready, ready. No, wait. No, get back here. You're not going yet. Now. And then mom gets hit.
It seems like a good conversation for birds to have.
Yeah, yeah. If that were what they were to do, have some conversations. So,
We need to find something else going on, don't we?
oh, is there stuff going on in the world?
Apparently, people do things.
There's an
elsewhere.
Earth Gathering, April 20th, followed by a bunch of funny stuff
At the
at
Gibbies.
Gibby's in Circleville, 121 West Main Street. Doors open at 6, and it starts at 7. Michael Moore and Ace Allen, stand-up comedians, stand up to cystic fibrosis. Oh, I just bit my effing tongue again.
I would not do
Uh,
that.
Not as bad though, but damn it, it's gonna happen. And it hurts on the side.
Yep. Been there,
It's
done
always
that.
nice, yeah.
Bite the cheek, then you just keep
That
biting it 'cause
yeah,
it's
I think
swollen.
sometimes the cheek's worse than the tongue. Like yeah, when you bite it way back here somehow, how the fuck does that happen? You know what I mean? Like, it just happens. Huh?
Magic.
You're just chomping on some food, chomping way harder than you should be, anyways, probably, and it's like fuck.
Yeah.
Cystic Fibrosis Walk, Sunday, May 19th, 1 to 4 p.m., Yoctangi Park.
Have you ever hit a bird?
I have hit a bird.
I have hit a bird once. I was young, like 17. Or no, I wasn't 17 because I was doing something else when I was 17. But when I was 16, I remember I was going down to my uncle's house. And I didn't even know I hit it. You know what I mean? I didn't see anywhere where I got close to birds that day. And when I got there, like I went around to walk around
Stuck in the grill?
Stuck in the grill. I walked around the
Yep.
front, and it was all thrashing.
Oh, it's still alive.
Oh, it was still alive, but it was on its way out. It was not recovering from this at all.
I hit a chicken one time. I was going down this. I left my aunt's house. And I was like 16, and I'm going down this her like drive. It was a dead end road, and the neighbors had chickens running loose, and these fucking chickens run out in the road in front of me, and I was doing about 35, and it was just like it ran out, and I just plowed it, and this chicken like rolled, did this like a roll. Feathers flew everywhere. It was crazy, and I don't think I killed it. I just rolled its ass. But like there was feathers everywhere.
You probably wasn't feeling good after that. I'm sure
No.
of it.
It was like I hit him and just like did a tumble under the car. But I've hit a couple birds before. I think I've had a windshield break from a bird.
Paul hates North Korea.
I think our government does too.
Yeah, I'm sure we do.
Well,
Do
I
you
don't
think we
like.
should guard South Korea from North Korea?
I think we should guard our own asses from North Korea. And if they're threatening to nuke us,
Who says they're threatening to nuke us?
and what are we protecting South Korea from? North Korea being bullies?
Oh, I mean, they could probably take South Korea that has no military. We are.
What
their
would we
military.
gain by South Korea from South Korea?
Well, we don't personally probably gain too much, but I bet they have an economy that buys things, and they have a central bank and spend money. So there are people out there in power that want that productivity, that control over the money and over that economy that's thriving, creating the jobs. You know,
Right.
North Korea would probably just try to shut all that down and have state-owned, you know what I mean, everything. I seen a documentary about North Korea, and I don't know how true it is because I've not seen a bunch of stuff about North Korea, but like in some of their nicer cities, like you would go to work and in return you would receive an apartment, 3 chickens a week, or like 6 eggs. Probably not even that many.
In
In
North
payment.
Korea?
Yeah, like if you were a doctor, you would get these like food and rice
Yeah,
and
a chicken for working for a week as a doctor, right?
and there's a house in every there's a TV in every house. Every house had to have a picture of Kim Jong Il. Like whenever this was a while ago about the documentary. I don't know how true this is, so don't quote me on these things, but it seems legit. And
they're communist.
yeah, well, I mean, I guess I don't even know if they're a real communist country. I think they're just more like a dictatorship, really, is what it seems like. But you'd have like 3 TV stations, and they were all like state ran, so it was like, oh, Kim Jong Un created the world, and you must praise him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And state music, which I'm sure was all singing good things about dear leader.
Wow. All right. Well, we're good. We got about 5 minutes. We're wrapping this up.
5 minutes. That was pretty quick, man.
Yep. We need to know who do you guys want to see? Go to facebook.com/Blue Wall Confessions and leave some messages on there, or log on to Twitter at Blue Wall or at Blue Wall Confess on Twitter. And we have
Share
our
the
Ustream.
page, like the page.
Share the page and like it, motherfuckers.
Even if you share it, just be like, hey, go check these idiots out.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Just be like,
I don't
look at these
care.
dumbasses. Look at these fucking retards on here being stupid.
It's just fun.
Okay.
Well,
All right. No,
Next
there's
time.
something else. Oh, Blue Wallers. Go to the Cystic Fibrosis Walk, May 19th, Yaktangi Park, 1 to 4 p.m. Do it. And we'll see you next time. We don't know. We'll let you know. We're going to post when we schedule it.
we need to
And
promote some more things. Send us
Probably
some,
Thursday. I'm thinking Thursday. I'm not sure about you.
Yeah, Thursday will probably work. I just got to clear that with the old lady, of course, because,
The old lady.
yeah, that's going to...
You call her the old lady?
Yeah, she's going to have to be clearing that event.
Oh,
But she's fairly reasonable if I make it up to her in other ways.
right. You have to. That's a relationship. It's a give and take.
That's right.
All
Well said.
right.
But I was just thinking of something.
Yeah.
I know we got running out of time here,
That's
but we need people to send in some events to share. You know.
Oh,
If you
yeah,
have an
I forgot
event
about
or
that
you have
too,
something
right.
that you want to share, man, send that in.
Exactly.
We can do that.
We will shout out your event and get.
We
people
may
there.
only reach one person, but hey,
But if that person comes, that's one person you didn't have.
that's true. Absolutely. That's what
Right.
I said about my Deacon LMT page on Facebook. You know, if I get one person to come in because I have a stupid Facebook page,
That's one person.
that's
you
one.
Didn't
That's
have.
more money in my pocket for that one person. I
That's
love it.
right. Saturday, April 20th, 420, Gibby's in Circleville, 121 West Main. Stand up to cystic fibrosis. Michael Moore and Ace Allen. Please go help out. Help the Strides for Stacy. They do a lot of work every year. Jamie Jackson does raising money for Cystic Fibrosis Foundation in honor of her cousin Stacy that passed away of cystic fibrosis in 2008. So please go help out. And if you
That
can't
is
make
awesome.
that, go to the walk on Sunday, May 19th, at Yaktangi Park, 1 to 4.
Go see some hippies in the park.
Oh, that's, 420 in the park, Yaktangi.
420. You know it's hippies.
Yeah.
It has to be.
It has to be. Twitter at Blue Wall Confess. And we still have a couple minutes, but trying to think. Oh, there's fights coming up, and I don't know I can't remember. April 20th in Fredericktown, I think. Fredericksburg.
Who's hosting that?
EAC Extreme. Oh man, I don't even know. I don't have all the information. Some guys from Lancaster up there. Tyler Bostic is fighting, and Tim Isaac from
Oh.
Grove City. He used to train at our gym in camp at Chillicothe,
Yeah.
and so he's going to be on the card. He's fighting.
I hope he does
Justin
well. I
Hunt.
liked him. Good guy.
Yep. And while he was actually in the gym today, he came down and did some sparring with our guys down here.
That's awesome.
So-
We should have had that put together more, huh? We should
Yeah,
have got
I will
that
definitely. I
information.
promise you guys next
Thursday.
time I will have your
Thursday
information.
will be before it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
we'll
It's
get a hold of
420.
that.
That's a 420 event too.
Wow.
So
Awesome.
you got 3 choices on 420. Preferably,
All
well,
three.
yeah.
Make it happen.
I mean, yeah. You go, if you go to the Earth Gathering, I don't think that's going to cost you anything. But go, please help donate to the cystic fibrosis at Gibby's in Circleville on the 420. All right. Blue Walla motherfuckers. All right. Peace out. Was that too many MFers, I think, right?
Yeah, you use the F word a lot. I'm sure people don't care though because
We're adults. We're still on. I'm gonna let you know we're adults here, and I don't feel like an adult when I say effing.
I just don't want to have a potty mouth.